Have you ever experienced a sudden ringing in your ears and wondered if it was just a random occurrence, or if it carried a deeper meaning? Throughout history, various cultures have believed that ear ringing holds spiritual significance, far beyond its medical explanation. Today we dive deep into the secret spiritual meanings of ear ringing that are rarely discussed in our modern world. In the realm of medicine, ear ringing is often brushed off as a common, benign symptom. It might be a sign of exposure to loud noises, an indication of hearing loss, or even a side effect of medication. But what if I told you that our ancestors viewed these occurrences in a completely different light? They believed that ear ringing was a form of communication from the divine or the universe, a message meant to guide or warn us. This perspective offers a rich tapestry of beliefs and interpretations that our current scientific explanations often overlook. Let's start our exploration with a look back at how ancient civilizations perceived ear ringing. Imagine living in a world where every natural event is seen as a sign or message from the gods. In ancient Greece, a ringing ear could be interpreted as the musings of the muses, whispering divine inspirations or forewarnings of significant events. The Egyptians, on the other hand, might have seen it as an indication of the gods' presence or displeasure, guiding the pharaohs in their decision-making. Meanwhile, indigenous cultures across the globe have their unique interpretations, often viewing ear ringing as a sign of spiritual awakening or a call to listen more closely to one's intuition. These cultural comparisons reveal a common thread: the belief in a connection between the physical and spiritual worlds, with ear ringing serving as a bridge. Despite the vast differences in their understanding of the world, these civilizations shared the belief that such a mundane symptom could carry profound spiritual significance. Transitioning to our modern understanding of ear ringing, we find ourselves in a world dominated by scientific explanations and medical diagnoses. The spiritual interpretations of ear ringing have largely been relegated to the fringes of our consciousness, overshadowed by the advancements in medical technology and understanding. Yet, this doesn't mean that the spiritual significance of ear ringing has disappeared. On the contrary, it continues to be a source of curiosity and exploration for many who seek answers beyond the medical. While modern medicine provides valuable insights into the causes and treatments of ear ringing, it often neglects the potential spiritual dimensions of this phenomenon. This gap between the medical and spiritual interpretations of ear ringing is where our journey takes an interesting turn. It opens up a space for exploration and understanding that transcends the boundaries of traditional medicine, inviting us to consider the possibility that ear ringing can be a gateway to deeper spiritual insights and connections. As we delve deeper into the spiritual meanings of ear ringing, we'll explore the significance of which ear is affected, the frequency and tone of the ringing, and how our emotional and physical states might influence its occurrence. We'll also consider how ear ringing might serve as a warning sign or guiding message, offering insights into our lives and decisions. Additionally, we'll touch on the connection between ear ringing and paranormal experiences, providing a balanced perspective that includes both believer and skeptic views. As we delve further into the spiritual realm of ear ringing, we encounter a fascinating distinction that many believe holds the key to understanding the messages being conveyed: the difference between ringing in the left ear versus the right ear. This concept suggests that each ear carries its own unique set of meanings and messages from the spiritual universe. When the left ear rings, some interpret it as a warning or a sign of negative energy or messages being transmitted. In contrast, a ringing in the right ear is often seen as a positive sign, heralding good news or affirming one's current path. This duality of meaning underscores the complexity of interpreting ear ringing from a spiritual perspective. It invites us to pay closer attention to the circumstances surrounding these occurrences. Are we facing a difficult decision, or perhaps are we on the verge of a significant life change? The direction of the ringing might just be the universe's way of guiding us through these pivotal moments. Moving beyond the left versus right dichotomy, the frequency and tone of the ear ringing also play a critical role in deciphering its spiritual meaning. A high-pitched ring, for instance, is often associated with higher spiritual realms or connections with angelic entities, suggesting guidance or reassurance from the spiritual world. On the other hand, a low-pitched ring might signify an earthier, more grounding message, perhaps a call to pay attention to our immediate physical surroundings or to take care of our physical needs. These variations in sound are not just auditory phenomena, but are imbued with deep spiritual significance. They remind us that the universe communicates in myriad ways, and by tuning into these subtle differences, we can begin to understand the messages being sent our way. This approach to interpreting ear ringing emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and awareness, encouraging us to listen not just with our ears, but with our hearts and souls. Furthermore, the connection between our emotional and physical states and the occurrence of ear ringing cannot be overlooked. It's not uncommon for people to report experiences of ear ringing during times of high stress, emotional upheaval, or even extreme joy. This suggests that our internal states might influence or trigger these spiritual messages. Perhaps ear ringing serves as a reminder to check in with ourselves, to acknowledge and address our emotions and physical well-being. In this light, ear ringing transcends its medical explanation, becoming a tool for spiritual alignment and awakening. It's as if the universe is prompting us to pause and reflect, to consider our paths, and to align more closely with our true selves and purposes. This perspective encourages us to view ear ringing not as a mere annoyance, but as a potential signpost on our spiritual journey, guiding us toward greater awareness and understanding. Building upon our understanding of the nuanced messages ear ringing might carry, let's explore the intertwining of spiritual practices and this phenomenon. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, meditation and other forms of spiritual exercises are often linked with experiences of ear ringing. For some, this occurrence during deep meditation or prayer is interpreted as connecting with higher frequencies of consciousness, or even as a form of spiritual activation. It suggests that in moments of profound silence and inward focus, we might become more attuned to subtle messages from the spiritual realm, manifesting as ear ringing. This connection underscores the belief that such experiences are not mere coincidences, but significant indicators of our spiritual engagement and growth. Within these spiritual traditions, there are protective measures and interpretations associated with ear ringing. Some cultures recommend specific prayers or rituals to safeguard oneself from the potentially negative implications of ear ringing, especially if perceived as a warning sign. Others see it as an invitation to increase one's spiritual protection or to engage more deeply with one's spiritual practices. These responses to ear ringing reflect a broader understanding of its significance, suggesting that it can serve as a catalyst for deeper spiritual reflection and action. Transitioning from the practices to the personal significance of ear ringing, we delve into its role as a warning sign or guiding message. Many individuals report instances where ear ringing preceded significant life events or decisions, leading some to regard these occurrences as either omens or affirmations related to their personal journey. For instance, a sudden onset of ear ringing might prompt an individual to reevaluate a pending decision, view it as a call to exercise caution, or conversely, take it as a sign to proceed with confidence. This perspective positions ear ringing as a potential form of spiritual guidance, capable of influencing our choices and paths in life. To interpret the messages behind ear ringing, it's suggested to reflect on the specific context in which they occur. Considerations such as the timing, accompanying circumstances, and one's intuitive feelings at the moment can provide valuable insights into the message being conveyed. It invites an approach to life that is more attuned to the subtle signals and guidance from the universe, encouraging a form of co-creation with the spiritual forces that guide us. The phenomenon of ear ringing extends into the realm of the paranormal for some, bridging connections to experiences that lie beyond the ordinary. Accounts of ear ringing associated with sensing presences or receiving messages from non-physical entities point to a complex relationship between our sensory experiences and the unseen world. While these interpretations may diverge significantly from mainstream perspectives, they offer a fascinating glimpse into the myriad ways humans perceive and interact with the mysteries of the universe. Continuing our exploration into the spiritual dimensions of ear ringing, we turn our focus towards practical guidance on interpreting this phenomenon in our personal lives. For many, understanding the message behind ear ringing begins with attentive observation and reflection, It's recommended to note when and under what circumstances the ringing occurs, as these details can be crucial in deciphering its significance. Journaling these instances, along with any relevant life events or emotional states, can reveal patterns and insights over time. This practice encourages a mindful approach to life, where we become more attuned to the subtleties of our experiences and their potential meanings. This process of personal reflection is not about seeking definitive answers from the outside, but rather about cultivating a deeper connection with our intuition and spiritual awareness. By paying attention to how we feel and what we are going through when ear ringing occurs, we can start to discern whether it serves as a call to action, a warning, or perhaps a confirmation of our current path. The key lies in the willingness to listen and the openness to consider the spiritual dimensions of our experiences. As we encourage viewers to share their experiences and interpretations of ear ringing, we foster a community of exploration and support. This sharing can be incredibly enriching, offering diverse perspectives and deepening our collective understanding of the spiritual implications of ear ringing. It reminds us that we are not alone in our experiences and that our journey towards understanding the mysteries of life is a shared one. Our final thoughts circle back to the notion that accepting the mystery and potential messages behind ear ringing can lead to a more enriched, aware, and connected existence. It's an invitation to view these occurrences not merely as random or insignificant, but as potential signposts along our spiritual journey. Whether one views ear ringing through a spiritual, medical, or skeptical lens, the dialogue and exploration it prompts are valuable in themselves. It encourages you to listen more deeply to the world around you and to the whispers of the universe, however they may manifest. As we conclude, we extend our gratitude to the viewers for their openness and curiosity in exploring the secret spiritual meanings of ear ringing with us. We remind everyone that this exploration is not intended as medical advice, but as a journey into the broader dimensions of understanding and connection. The universe is rich with mysteries waiting to be explored, and ear ringing is just one of the many ways in which the tapestry of life reveals itself to us.